this series of meaningful discussions, we have been exploring various dimensions about thoughts. We have been sharing our experience. The topic so far has been thought produces ripples. Thoughts about me and beyond me. Thoughts about effort and outcome. Thoughts about problem and possibilities. Thoughts about what is common with others and what is different. Today, a point of discussion could be another dimension of thought. Thought about the process and thought about the event. Let's talk about the families, the relationships. Now, building relationship is a process. It requires patience, it requires energy, and it is over a period of time. But in this journey of building relationship, there are events, some interactions. Some of the events very nice, very good, we enjoyed. And some of the events where we had a fight. Now this whole part of event has to do with success or failure, good or bad. On the other end, this aspect of the process of building relationship has to do with the direction we want to build the relationship. Now, in the process, there may be ups and downs. There may be acceleration, moving fast or moving slow. But it is towards the direction. This, when the focus is on the process, it requires patience, constantly looking what is going to happen gradually. Often in this process, we end up with creating various events, and then this event generates this whole idea of success or failure. Sometimes it becomes good, sometimes it becomes bad. These events generate that anxiety, and sometimes it gives us a lot of joy. Sometimes this whole aspect of event is altogether a very different than the direction of the process that we want to go. For example, as a student, as a learner, my process is of learning. When I go to school, I go to college, I attend a lecture, I read a book. So the process is of learning. Sometimes the event of exam becomes so important that at the cost of learning, I just mug up the things that is required for the event, for the exam. I may pass the exam, I may get good marks, I am very happy. I may not get good marks, I am bad, feeling bad. But what has happened was that when the focus shifted only on the event, if we lose the focus of the main process of learning, it is a very heavy price. Same thing is about relationship. Same thing is about business. Getting one order or losing one order is an event. Building our presence, our relationship with customers, our brand, our service, our organization in a constructive direction is a process. Whenever our focus is on process, obviously we develop a long-term perspective. Whenever our focus is on the process, we talk about building strong foundation. And whenever our focus is on event, then it becomes short-lived, a short time. It becomes superfluous. And sometimes it is at the cost of the process. When we think, our thoughts move. Thoughts on process and thoughts on events. That is perfectly all right. When we are working on the event, we should have all focus on the event. But we cannot afford to lose the focus of the process. On the other hand, when the focus is on the process, events will be planned, sometimes successful, sometimes failure. Sometimes things going good, sometimes things going bad. But direction being same, the focus on process will eventually build strong foundations. If that is the case, why do we lose focus from the process and what drives us to keep focusing on the event? This whole idea of success and failure giving us excitement or frustration, all event based. This is a point worth reflecting. It will be good if all of us share our experiences that when the focus was on process, what was the feeling and how is the outcome, and when the focus is on event, how was the feeling and how is the outcome. So we go ahead with sharing our experiences.